Hi. Welcome back to welcome to episode 6 of Under the Banner of Heaven. And before I, get in too deep into the plot, I just want to say the ending of this episode is the best part of this entire series so far. The acting that Andrew Garfield portrays in this episode is utterly outstanding. And I was just, you could feel the emotion in his cries. This episode's pretty tough. It delves more into Ron a little bit and what he does after, he finds that his wife and children have run away from him and that he still cares deeply about them. And, so what happened, and it delves more into Ron, it delves into polygamy, and also it reveals a new part of the problems with the Laffertys and fundamental Mormonism. It is, so obviously their problems with, polygamy, don't want to pay taxes, all those problems. And then we add a cherry on top, the worst thing. Obviously, all of these are pretty bad, like polygamy is pretty bad and all this stuff. But also, we want to add, they are racist. There's racism in this episode. It's the Laffertys being racist towards people, and there's this crazy dude, right? And what his belief is, and he's a fundamental Mormonism prophet. His name is Onias. And what he believes is that people of different color, he specifically says black, are the spawns of Satan. And you sit there like, no. It's just like, what? Oh, huh? And there was a really good point here. And obviously, the Laffertys have problems with the way they're portraying, Mormonism and all that stuff. And and Brenda, obviously the person who was killed along with her daughter and all this stuff. And we learned about, sorry, I'm going to get back to that point real quickly. I'll get back to that in just a second. But Brenda, we see more of her charge against the Laffertys. And she tries to go against them, and she feels like it is God's calling, which honestly it probably was, and it probably was. And especially this kind of sets off even more when Alan, her husband, the only good guy in the Laffertys, who was slowly falling for his Lafferty brothers' beliefs. And with the racism, polygamy, all that mess in there, Alan's slowly falling and he's getting confused. And he hits Brenda, and you're just like, broski, no. I'm sorry if I sound distraught or I'm still processing the ending of this episode. But so Brenda goes against them. She's trying to save the women of the wives. And yes, she saved one, but the others refuse to be saved because they fear their husbands, and they fear that they're going against God for that, because according to Mormonism, a woman must serve their man to the end. No matter what, if you go against your husband, you are, dead. By the way, that's not normal Mormonism, by the way. That, as I said, that's fundamental Mormonism. Extreme fundamental Mormonism. So, it's like Brenda's trying to save them, and most refuse to be saved. Even Matilda, the one that, I was like, queen, and all stuff, and saved her own daughters. She literally threatened Brenda. Not from her own words. Dan put the words in her mouth, basically. Like, told her to say this to Brenda to try to get through to her. For her to, just, Brenda, stand down, kind of thing. Which, obviously, she's not going to do that. And she shouldn't do that because she has a calling from the Lord to save. And, Alan... So, let's hop back to, Brenda's dad. Brenda's dad is having a talk with Alan. And this is where Alan kind of shifts back to the good side. And obviously, after Brenda's death, he's on the good side. And he feels terrible. Because after the hit, and Brenda gets a blessing from the church to get a divorce. God, she got a... Okay. There's gonna be a harsh cut here. And I'm so sorry about this. I really do. I apologize for what I'm about to do, and I'm about to end the episode, because I just recorded, 8 minutes of extra minutes of this, and it all disappeared, because this app that I'm using is, glitching for the last few days. It started glitching whenever I started working on the last video, which should be posted by the time I'm doing this. It's uploading as I'm doing this. But yeah, my app's been glitching. So I hope you enjoyed. So like, subscribe, comment what you thought of this episode. It's a really good episode. I'm kind of upset. It's like my footage got corrupted. And my footage my audio got like glitched. And like I missed like the whole section got deleted. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe for YouTube. Like, follow, or comment on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed. I really liked this episode. And, goodbye. I'm sorry that there's a sudden harsh cut there. I'm sorry.